For Jade's turn, we'll first reveal a new tile, and we have a corner that only has a 2 in it. That's not terrible. I place that tile right here. Looks like a good spot for it. And I will draw one of these. Oh, we got Captain From. So I'm going to flip him. Oh my gosh, he went flying. Okay, and he is on the number 4 side, thank goodness. But that means I'll have to defeat him before we can win the game. Well, let's just keep adding more stuff, right? Oh, and we have Trapdoor, because I can remember that name. And so we will grab another deckhand. And let's see, we have just another white one. Awesome. So I think our first action with Jade is we are going to attack that tentacle. So the tentacle is 3 long, so it's going to be a power level or strength of 3. 3 compared to a die roll of 6. Wow, you guys. So all 3 of these are gone. These pirates, they are strong. And we're going to grab 2 of these tiles, the adrenaline tiles. We'll flip them over. Oh, that's got to be a +3 attack. Let me see. That is specifically +3 attack for attacking the Kraken. Okay. Or the tentacles. So I'll put this back into the supply. I'm going to have Jade grab this one. Action 2 for Jade is she's going to pick up this grog and immediately down it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. She decreases her fatigue by 4, but she has used 2 actions. Action 3, she's going to move. Action 4, she is going to place out one of these cannons. Action 5, she's going to boost up her attack. Yeah, you're seeing what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to hit that Kraken again. And that final one, we are going to attack the Kraken. Here's that moving 1 space. She doesn't increase her fatigue because she's going from a 2 to a 2. The Kraken's strength is at 12. We're very likely going to use this, maybe not, but we are for sure going to use the cannon, so we'll roll the cannon die as well. So we'll grab our 2 dice and give them a roll, and we've got 5 plus 4 is 9. And actually, just using this, not using our powered up battle, we'll have enough. 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 3 is 12. I'm telling you, those dice definitely like the pirates. So we've moved back down to a strength of only 10, 3 health remaining, and we have 2 adrenaline tokens. We either have, ooh, I don't know what that is, and the -3 fire again. I have to look up what that is. That lets us draw the top 3 Skillet Revenge cards and place them back in any order we want. Well, that's kind of cool, but I still like the last-ditch effort. We can reduce the fire on the ship by 3. So I think I'm going to take that one and put this one back into the supply of adrenaline tokens. Now, I haven't told you what happens if you lose to the Kraken, because so far that hasn't happened. But if I lose to the Kraken, I take fatigue for the difference. So if I needed 12 and I only rolled an 8, I would take 4 fatigue. If I lose to tentacles, though, no matter how much I lost by, I'll only increase my fatigue by 1. Just so you know. So the tentacles are a little bit easier because of that. Oh, you guys, I totally forgot. I also had this axe, which gave me +2 when attacking the Kraken. So, and the tentacles. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, wonderful. I was hoping that one was not going to happen. So red 3s are going to go to 4s. That's going to affect 1, 2, 3. That's going to affect 4 rooms, you guys. And we're going to have the deckhand spread out. And I was just going to say that something that I did was I was supposed to take out those deckhands with Jade, and I didn't. We'll also see what the Kraken does. Okay, the Kraken's going to move 2 spaces to the left. The Kraken does dive under the water and go to the other side. So we'll see that happen. Our red 3s are in this location, this one, and this one. Fortunately, no one was there, so we're okay. Now we do the spread of the deckhands. So we'll start over here. This room is adjacent to a location with a deckhand, so we will place 1 deckhand here. Oh my gosh, it's still white. Awesome. This location is adjacent to a location with a deckhand. See what I did, you guys? So we'll place this one, and oh, it's red, so we got to draw another one, and we have 2 in here. Then this location is connected to a location with a deckhand, and it has less than the amount of deckhands that they have here, so we'll place 1. These 2 locations are connected, but they both have trapdoors, so we ignore that. But this location will spread to this one for a deckhand. Jade, you were supposed to take care of this. And this location and this location will spread to here, but it will only place 1 because you won't place more deckhands in an adjacent location than there are in the location with a trapdoor. So the only location that has 2 deckhands is over here, and that's the only one that we have a small prohibitive ability because there's 2 deckhands there. We're not going to be able to pick up a cutlass, a grog, or a treasure token in this specific room while there's 2 deckhands. So that's not the end of the world, but once we place that third one, we can no longer go in there. And it's a losing condition if we don't have any more in this bag. Now the Kraken is going to move. So the Kraken got attacked twice, and he's going to run away. He's going to move 1 here and 2 here, because he's moving to the left, so he kind of goes around. Moving on to Swivel Gun Sandy, we'll reveal the top tile here, and we have a 4, and it's a corner room. I placed the room way up here in the upper right. We've got the door facing downwards, because I don't want to go farther out. That'll just make it harder with the Kraken. Oh, and you guys, I moved the wrong miniature last time. Jade was the one who came over here, not Swivel Gun Sandy. Yeah, this is why you need them painted. And we've got our third treasure. Okay, remember I said we needed 4 total. We need 5 because we're playing normal. I need 5 total. I've got 3 out now. You can tell we've been kind of neglecting this right side of the board. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. So I think what I'm going to do is use this to decrease the fire in all of the ship by 4. So I decreased this room from a 4 to a 2, so that was 2. This room by 1, so it's a 3, and that one by 1, so it's a 3 as well. That did not take an action because that was one of my adrenaline tokens. Our first action will be to pick up the grog in our room. That is 1 action, and then we're immediately going to drink it. That's free to drink it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're down to only 3 fatigue. Action 2, we're going to run. We're going to go 1, 2. We went from a 2 to a 3 back to a 2. So that's 1 fatigue plus the 2 because we're running. So with 3 fatigue, we'll go from 3 to 6. Then we'll spend 2 more actions just to take 2 steps. And we're going to go 1, 2. And we increase our fatigue by 1 to 7 because we went from the 2 to a 3. But now we have to fight that guard. That guard is at a level 6. We already start at a level 1 because of the sword. And we rolled a 6. I'm loving this die. So then the guard gets flipped over to a treasure, and we can pick that up. I was thinking of picking that up, but then I see Captain from here. He is going to really make it a challenge for me to bring that treasure back. So this is what I think I'm going to do. I am going to spend the last 2 actions. I'm moving from a 3 to a 3 here, and then 3 to a 2 here, and I'm going to attack Captain From. If I can defeat him, I know he goes back into the bag, but then that clears that path for that treasure token. He's only a 4, and I already have 1 with my sword. Oh, I'm so close, but it didn't work. 1 plus those 2 is a 3. So now I have a choice. I could use my battle track, which is blown all the way up to the top at 4. Then I defeat him, but then I have to put that all the way down to 1. Or I can take the fatigue, and then we have something happen where we have to roll a die, and it determines if he runs away, or if I run away, or if we fight again. But I don't really want him out, so I'm just going to use my battle track. We'll move this down, all the way down to a 1. Seems like a little bit of a waste, but at least we took him out. And you guys, I didn't think about the fact I'm now going to have to go back to that room and pick up that treasure. I should have moved it with me, but I didn't have enough actions. That's all right. That was not great. Oh, okay, our first explosion card. So if there were any 5s on the board, they'd go to a 6 and explode. That's why you see this. There are a total of 3 or 4 of those in there. After you've drawn 3 of them, you need to shuffle the deck. I don't have any 5s out, so that's not going to do anything, but I have to keep this separate to remember that's our first of the 3 before we have to shuffle this deck. And the Kraken will not attack. Okay, but that does mean the next turn he will attack. He's going to move 2 to the left. He will move 1, 2. It's Whitebeard now. We'll flip the next tile. Okay, this location we put no die. It's got 3 open rooms, and it'll explode on a 2. I keep filling out this side of the board. I kind of like that. And we'll be able to at least put a corner room there, and that'll clean that up pretty nice. We have, a skeleton. It's a level 4 skeleton. Whitebeard will start by spending 2 actions and powering up his battle track to 4. Okay. Next thing he's going to do is action 3, he's going to move into here. He's moving from 2 to 2, so no problem. Action 4, he's going to put a cannon here because we know that the Kraken is going to attack next turn and he's not going to move. And maybe Jade can hit him again. Action 5, we are going to reduce this 4 down to a 3 adjacent to us because we have the bucket. And then our final action, we're going to come into here. We're going to have to roll a 4, 5, or 6 to defeat this guy. Normally, when we moved in there, we'd have to increase our fatigue by 1. But Whitebeard, we can reduce that fatigue loss by 1. Okay, come on. 4, 5, or 6. 4, 5, or 6. A 6. Yes. We'll use up our full battle track. That will make that 6 plus 4 is 10. That's greater than the 8. And we have our second treasure revealed. And that's not too far from the exit. So I think that's what he'll be working on next time. We'll flip our Skillet Revenge card. And we have red 4s going to 5s. Oh, and a spread out. We might actually be okay on the spread out because we didn't add more of the deckhands before doing the spread out. So we might actually be okay with that. This is the Kraken attacking. On the board right now, we have 2 red 4s here and here. So that's it. But now those 2 locations are 1 away from exploding. Ooh. The Kraken is also attacking, so we will place these 3 here like so. And oh, you know what? I think I forgot to do this the last time. All of these need to be decreased by 1. So that'll go to a 1, that'll go to a 1, and that'll go to a 1. Actually, that's kind of nice. But the strength of the Kraken will move from a 10 back to a 12. I almost forgot about the spread out by the deckhands. But here, look at this. So we have a deckhand. We'll start here. In this location, we look at the adjacent locations. If the adjacent locations have less deckhands there, we place a deckhand. Well, we already have 1 here from the spread out from before. How this would happen when we place more deckhands is we have to draw the card where we'd add deckhands to each of the trapdoor locations. So we're actually not going to add any deckhands from that card. It's kind of lucky. We've now completed 3 rounds in the books. That's great. I think Jade's got to go and take care of some of these deckhands. My goodness, there's tons of them. But I'm actually feeling like we're in a good position. So let's start that next round. We'll start this round by flipping the next tile. This is for Jade. Oh, it's a 1 room and done. This has to be a cap end of some location. We'll go ahead and place that way up here. And we will place a die 3 on that. And then we will draw one of these. And we have another treasure token. Jade has 6 actions. She'll spend 1 to move into this room. It's going from 2 to 1. We're okay. We're going to spend action 2 to remove 2 deckhands, thanks to our ability. And we'll get those out of here. We'll spend action 3 pushing up our battle track. And then before I forget, I want to use this because I've got some 5s on the board I don't want to play with. We have 2 5s here, so I'm going to decrease this 5 by 2. So I'll make it a 3, and this one by 1, so I'll make it a 4. Action 3, we're going to be attacking the Kraken. So I need to not forget we have a +2 because we have the axe, which is totally thematic, right? You can just hack it off. And the Kraken is at 12 strength, but we're in the same column at the end, so we should be able to hit him. And we are going to use the cannon, so we are going to roll the cannon die as well. So let's see what we get. You guys, what is with these dice? That is a 12 plus the 2. I don't even have to use my strength or my battle of +4. That just hits the Kraken. So the Kraken's going to go down to a 10. It's going to go down to 2 health. Awesome. And we're going to grab, we have 2 adrenaline tokens. And well, ooh, I don't even know what that is. Probably another action. And a -6. Oh, the -6 deckhands. Yeah, this one gives 1 additional action. That's great, but I'm going to save that for later. Let's do the -6 deckhands, and we are going to get rid of deckhands in every one of the locations with a trapdoor. So all 6 of these are toast. We're not done yet. I have 2 more actions. I'm going to use 1 to attack the tentacle that's in my location, and that is a power level of 3. But we already have an axe of a strength of 2, so it doesn't even matter what we roll with this die, which, there we go, that's a 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. This tentacle is toast. I am doing pretty well right now. These 2 are awesome fighters. Okay, I think this time of those 2 adrenaline tokens, we'll take the Skillet's Revenge one, I think. We get to look at the top 3 and put them in any order we want. Oh, we don't want that one. Oh, that one's not terrible. Okay, definitely want the bomb one on top because I have no 5s that are going to explode. And then, yeah, let's do this one on top, followed by this one, followed by this one. That's going to put out all new deckhands, which is annoying. For my final action, I'm going to go ahead and put a cannon token on the board, so that way we can use it again to hit the Kraken. We will now flip the skillet card that we know. Oh, hey, look at that. It's an explosion card. Doesn't do anything. And then the Kraken will move 2 spaces to the left. With moving 2, we'll go 1, and then all the way over here for 2. Next, we have Swivel Gun Sandy. I'll go ahead and reveal our next tile. 3 doors, and it will blow up at a 4. We'll place it right at the bottom of the map, right here. Those 2 could be a problem, though. I'm being a little bit risky because they could blow each other up. You know, I still haven't had a single explosion yet, which is pretty amazing. That does not normally happen. I'm doing a lot better than I normally do, so I'll take that. And we just have another skeleton. Okay, you guys, I've switched what I wanted to do with Swivel Gun Sandy 3 times here. I think now what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to go for this room first. I'm going to step in here for action 1, okay? That means we'll immediately have to fight. I am at a +2 right now because my battle starts at a 1. I have the sword, so that adds 1 to my strength, so I just need to roll a 2 or higher to defeat him. With the way I've been rolling, that shouldn't be a problem, right? Yeah, that's a 6. This guy will drop a cutlass, which is really tempting to take, and yeah, I think I'm going to take it. So for action 2, I am going to take that. We'll push her battle up already to 2, which is awesome. Action 3, we're going to move into here. Ouch. That's going to hit our fatigue by 3. 1, 2, 3. We're now at a 10. We now cannot move into a room at 4 or higher. Action 4, you guys. Let's keep going for that Kraken. So I am going to gain a cannon token. And then action 5, should I attack? Or I'm going to power myself up for 1 power. So that puts me at a +3 if I need. And my final action, I am going to attack the Kraken. The Kraken's only at a 10 right now. I've got a 3. I can re-roll this cannon die from my special ability. So I'm going to use that and roll up my dice. I have also the swords that adds +1 in battle. We'll give our 2 dice a roll. 4 + 4 is 8, plus the sword is 9. And we'll use up our +3 for 10, 11, 12. That means we hit the Kraken for another health and push down the strength down to 9. And we get 2 adrenaline tokens that we get to choose from. Oh, this one's blank. I haven't seen a blank one. And a -5. So we might as well take the -5 deckhands. Yeah, perfect. The Kraken only has 1 health left. Can we do it? So we know what this is. All 2s are going to go to 3s, and the skeletons are going to move. And then this one, I was assuming so. The Kraken is going to attack. Just so I don't forget, I'm going to push up his strength back to 10, and we're going to have to be placing some tentacles. Well, it looks like we're going to start having our first explosion, because this 2 is going to be increased to a 3. This 2 is going to be increased. That one's going to be increased. That one's going to be increased. And that one's going to be increased. Oh, and did I say that one too? Oh! With this location exploding to a 3, we're going to have this keg explode. Now, there's no room this way, so it's going to hit the location that Jade is in. And she will have that increase to a 2. It'll hit her fatigue. She's now at 7. And we're going to have our first explosion. We'll place the explosion tracker right here. Overall, not terrible, but I've got a lot of 3s on the board now. Next, we have the skeleton activate. He'll just move to this room. He's 1 away from Swivel Gun Sandy. He doesn't know what he's going for, though. She's already at a +2. Actually, she's at a +3. So she's guaranteed to defeat him because she'll at least roll a 1 on a d6. But now the Kraken, yet again, is going to attack. And we'll place the tentacles right here. Moving on to Whitebeard, we'll flip this tile. Ooh, it's 3 rooms or 3 doors, and we'll put no die in it. I'm going to go ahead and place that right here, just so that in case something good shows up there, we've got Jade right next to it. Oh, almost grabbed from the wrong bag. I'll grab from this bag. Come on, be a treasure, be a treasure, be a treasure. No, It's Captain From, which will flip. Okay, he's at a level 4, right in the right room. Yeah, if I tried to do that again on camera, it would never happen. Oh, we've got an enemy, and he's at a level 5. Oof. To start Whitebeard's turn, he's going to use his bucket, and he's going to decrease this room's total fire level by 1, so it's at a 0. So that costs 1 action. Action 2, he's going to pick up the treasure. Now, we are now what we call looting. When you are looting, you can only do certain actions. You can only walk or rest or swap an item card. Now, when you walk, you have to walk to a new room, and whatever that fire level is, you're going to take that in fatigue. Now, Whitebeard will reduce that by 1, but now that he has removed a die from here, his next action, so he's done 1 action to reduce this fire, another action to pick up the item that he's looting. Action 3 will be to move into here. He takes no additional fatigue because this level is 0, but he'll take another step into here, and then he'll take 3 fatigue. But his ability reduces it by 1, so he's only going up to 5. And then he'll spend his 5th action to move off of the ship. And we have successfully looted 1 out of the 5 that we need. Whenever you leave the ship, you automatically reduce your fatigue by half, rounded up. So 5 divided by 2 is 2.5 or 3. So we're going to reduce by 3. 1, 2, 3. So our fatigue is only at 2. And I have 1 remaining action, so I'm actually going to give that to Jade for this turn. So Jade will have 7 actions next round because I had 1 additional one that I did not use. We'll end our turn then by flipping the Skillet's Revenge. All of the ones that are yellow will go to 2, and we'll get a new set of deckhands. Is the Kraken going to attack? No, okay. Just move 1 space over. We somewhat surprisingly don't have any yellow ones. Wow. So that doesn't happen, but we are going to have a lot of new deckhands come out. So we'll start over here. Oh, I got a red one, so we have to reveal another one, and it's white. Okay, then we'll have another one come in here, and then another one come in here. And let's see, I've got 2 more. This one here, and 1 more up top here. I think we know what Jade's doing. Let's clear out those deckhands. We can't forget the Kraken. We'll move 1 more to here. Well, we've got 1 treasure. We've got 4 to go. We have 1 treasure we know of here, 1 we know of here, and 1 we know of here. So we need 1 more treasure to come out. We only have a few more tiles left. Let's start with Jade. She will have a 3-door with a 4 in it. We'll place that room right here. Place the 4 here, and let's see what we get from the bag. We have... oh, another skeleton crew. I think we're going to have Jade go on deckhand reduction here. So we're going to spend 1 action to move to here. That's going to increase her fatigue to 8. We're still okay. Action 2, we're going to clear out this location and this location. Action 3, we're going to move into here. Action 4, we're going to clear out both of these deckhands. Action 5, we're going to clear out this deckhand and this deckhand. And we've got 1 more. Oh, actually, we have 2 more because Whitebeard gave us an extra action. Ooh. We have 2 more actions. I'm going to move into here, which will increase our fatigue to 9, which is right where we would have to move out of a room with a 4. What you can do is if you move into a room at that fire level, if your next action, so that 7th action, since we had Whitebeard give us an action, we reduce the fire by 1, which we'll do, we can stay in there. So we have now reduced the fire in there to 3. We took out a ton of deckhands, though, so I still feel pretty good. So we are going to flip. Oh, and that was a great time for it. You can see this. They're going to try and spread out. Also, the Kraken is going to attack in. Looking at the dice, actually, we only have 1 location that has a yellow 2, so that'll go back up to a yellow 3. That's not terrible. So looking at the deckhands, since we eliminated all of the deckhands from all of these trap doors, we will just be putting a deckhand in this room because this one spreads out to here. And actually, I think that's it because I thought these were adjacent, but they're not. That's a wall. Awesome. What isn't awesome is this Kraken is going to attack. And look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is one long tentacle. Now, all these are going to go down by 1 fire. So this goes from a 4 to a 3. This is going to go from a 3 to a 2. This is going to go to a 2. And this is going to go to a 2. But we've got a lot of tentacles out. We'll now move to Swivel Gun Sandy, and we'll flip this over. Oh, it's an end cap room, and it will explode at a 4. It's a little risky, but I think I'm going to put it on this end right here. I don't really want to put it anywhere else because I don't want it to be too far away. But, yeah, it's next to this room that's 1 away from exploding. That's why it's a little bit nerve-wracking. Okay, now we're going to grab a token from the bag, and we have our final treasure guy that we need. Now, there'll be one more that will come out, but we now have enough treasure on the board that we just need to bring those in, and we can win once we defeat the Kraken. I almost forgot, with the Kraken attacking, we move this up to a 12. For Swivel Gun Sandy's first action, we are just going to do an attack, and we're going to attack the tentacle that's here. Now, the tentacle's power is 3. We are at a +2 right now, so we're guaranteed to hit it. I'm not even going to roll the die. So we'll just take this out, which is good. That will then get us one of these 2 adrenaline tokens. So we either have, I think that must be like cancel a card. Yeah, you do not draw a Skillet's Revenge card at the end of this turn. You must still draw a Kraken card, though. So we'll take that, but you can see this blank one's probably going to keep coming up. We're then going to spend our second action to pick up that loot. We need to start moving that. We're then going to spend our next action to move 1 space into here. And then what we're going to have to do is drop the loot. Because there's a skeleton in there. But let's attack it. So we're already at a 2. Oh, you know what? I have the sword, too, so I'm at a +1. So I'm at 3. There's no reason for me to roll dice. I'm going to immediately defeat him. Oh, it's a grog. Okay. I am going to use action 3 then to pick up that grog and use it. I was a little bit high on my fatigue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm not. I'm back down to 5, which is great. Action 4, I'm going to pick up that treasure token again. And action 5, I am going to step into this room, which will hit my fatigue for 3. So I go back up to 8, but then I will end my turn. And I feel like it's as good a time as any just to use this so we don't even draw a Skillet's Revenge card. We will, though, draw a Kraken card, and he's going to move 2 spaces to the left. He'll move 1, 2. Whitebeard's first action, he's going to run into the ship, taking 1 action to move 2 spaces. He'd normally have fatigue of 3 plus the 2 for run, which is 5. Minus 1 for him is 4 because of his ability. So he'll go from 2 to 6 total fatigue. He'll then spend 1, 2, 3, 4 actions, moving his battle up all the way to 4. And I think we're going to try and go and take out that guard that's in our room. So we're going to, or in that room that's adjacent to us. So we'll move in there. Now, I don't know if I remembered to do this, but normally when you move into a room with a tentacle, I think most of the time the tentacles have been in the room that we're in. But if we move into a room with a tentacle, we take 1 fatigue. But he doesn't, thanks to his ability. So we'll move in here. Now, we have to fight the guard because the guard is in there. If we had more actions after that, we could fight the tentacle, but I'm not going to have any more actions. Wait, you guys totally forgot to reveal a tile. We only have 3 left. Okay, Whitebeard will flip this tile, so it's a room with 3 doors. We'll place a 1 in it. We'll go to the far corner here, place that like so. We'll grab a yellow 1, and we'll reveal a token from the bag. There's not many tokens left. We have another skeleton. In order to defeat this guard, I need to roll a 3 or higher, and I rolled a 6. That's still not enough. I'm going to have to use my entire battle track, even though I rolled a 6. We'll push this all the way down to 0, but now this 7-level guard is another loot. Yeah, and it's only 3 spaces away from the exit, which is great. Ending Whitebeard's turn, we'll flip over. Oh, there's our 3rd explosion card. Do I have any 5s on the board? I think I've prevented all 5s. Yep, no 5s at all. Awesome. But now what that means is because I have another 2 here, so we have 3 total explosions that have been drawn, I will now shuffle up the Skillet's Revenge cards. So then the Kraken will go, and we have, oh man, another attack. Well, he's at 1 health, so he doesn't want to make this easy. He's going to push himself up to 14 total strength. Maybe we need to get some of those loots off to reduce his strength before we attack him. He'll put all of his tentacles in this room. We're still doing okay on tentacles and tentacle ends. These will all decrease by 1, and they're all actually going to move to a yellow 2. So if I flip over a yellow 2 Skillet Revenge card, that's just mean. Well, I've now officially completely lost track of what round we're in, but the ship is almost complete. We only have 2 more tiles, and then the full ship is revealed. And that's part of the fun, I think, in this game. Every time I see a very different ship, so it's kind of cool. All right, let's jump into that next round. Let's start with Jade.